believe. And there are so many amazing things that happen once you start to grow a real sizable channel. Like for one, you can earn job-ending income. For example, you can make life-changing money with YouTube ads as well as live streaming and super chat. Not to mention channel membership. Or you could create and sell your own products like ebooks, online courses, and more. And many creators absolutely crush it with brand deals. And you know what? At the end of the day, YouTube is plain fun. I remember I was in Best Buy buying the camera I'm filming on now, the A6400, and I bumped into these guys who recognized me from my YouTube channel. You know, that's kind of fun. And it gets even better. I get to speak at YouTube events, like this is a picture of me speaking at VidSummit to an audience of close to 400 people. And these are some of the many benefits that you'll get to experience yourself. And like I said, I know you can do it. But how? How can you move forward and get real results? Well, first, begin by embracing the cringe. That's step number one. I mean, how do you go from releasing a video like this as well as this cringe fest just like this that have driven hundreds of thousands of views within weeks of their release. Absolutely amazing. And the first thing you gotta do, like I mentioned, is you've gotta embrace the cringe. Here's the thing that stops so many. We all wanna be great. We wanna release videos and get the views and have the fame and the notoriety and the brand deals. We wanna get monetized. But the only way you do that is to step forward and do the thing you probably haven't done a whole bunch. If you haven't filmed a lot of videos, don't expect to be Steven Spielberg. Don't expect to have a voiceover that sounds like Morgan Freeman. It doesn't happen until you've done the thing a bunch of times. And honestly, sometimes when we release the early videos, they can be kind of cringy and we can kind of feel like, man, I don't know if I can release this. But sadly, if you don't, you'll stop yourself from ever doing the thing you've got to do to move forward to gain the results you're after. You got to publish regularly and often. Expect there to be some cringy moments. And it's okay. You'll get better. Step number two, you've got to embrace sacrifice. The fact of the matter is most YouTubers, they never really want to sacrifice anything. We can do all kinds of amazing things in life, but you can't do them all at the same time. I mean, how many times have you heard an interview with a rock star or an Olympic athlete and they talk about the sacrifice that was needed to get where they are? The fact of the matter is, you can't do all the things in life. If you're gaming a bunch every day, then you may have to back off on some of that and gain less to succeed. Even if you're a gamer, I know for a fact right now there are a bunch of YouTube gamers and they want to be successful YouTubers, but they're spending so much time playing rather than editing, rather than dialing in their voiceover, rather than really studying the topics and understanding how to get great results here on YouTube. Step number three, you want to target a really specific audience on YouTube. Do not try to be the jack of all trades on YouTube. When you do that, you're making it infinitely harder for you to succeed. Hey, this next step is step number 4, and it's important because you know what? It stops most YouTubers. See, the thing that you've got to do is you've got to be really clear on what makes your channel and your video worth someone's time. You want to take the time to really identify what you're going to leverage in order to make your channel, again, worth someone's time. If you're not sure, stop and think about it. Are you going to share really great information in a compelling way? Are you going to be entertaining while educating people? Or are you going to be kind of silly? Are you going to make people laugh? Think about and get really clear on what it is about your channel, and then mention that in your videos. Mention that on your YouTube channel art. Make it really easy for the audience you want to get in front of to understand why they should spend time on your channel and your videos. And that's just the surface level. This clarity stuff goes really deep. You've got to have the ability to clearly communicate. No ums, no ahs. People have to understand you, and if you'll notice, some of the best YouTubers, almost all of the best YouTubers, they're really clear with how they deliver their message on their video. Step number 5, here's what's up. If you want greatness in your life, if you want a YouTube silver play button, that means that you're going to be a 1% player. You see, less than 1% of the YouTube channels that are ever created ever make it to 100,000 subscribers. And if that's what you want, you've got to act great. You've got to become great. You've got to spend the time editing, delivering voiceovers, editing the backdrop, all the things. So one day you have the ability to publish a video that people really dig and enjoy. And you know what? That's greatness, and it takes time and energy and effort. So if you want that, then act the part. The thing you don't want to do is complain, blame. You don't want to blame the YouTube algorithm. You don't want to blame the platform or other people or creators or your circumstances or your lack of good gear. There are so many things you can do to blame, and if you do that, you're kind of letting yourself off the hook. Don't do that. Strive to start right now with what you've got right this moment. Don't give up. Decide it shall be, and you will move forward and you will crush it, because you're going to be great one day. Step number 6 is you've got to prepare for Mount Stupid. You see, for most YouTubers, the growth of their channel looks kind of like this. It's a gradual hill. Early growth is slow because they don't have the experience to make better decisions that will allow them to get the results they're after. However, over time, as they publish more videos, they see what works, their skills improve, and their channel starts to grow. It's really exciting, and I know you can do it. And you can do that by studying and reading books and watching videos just like this. On a regular basis. You cannot theorize your way to becoming a great
We got what we need.
Just like Pete Townsend couldn't theorize his way to becoming a great guitarist. The only way to do that is you gotta get in there. It's gonna be messy. It's not gonna be pretty. This stuff is challenging. And that's why we need to do step 1. We've gotta embrace the cringe. But this is what makes YouTube so challenging. You see, this isn't where we start. We don't start here. We start right here, and this is referred to as Mount Stupid. You see, what you're looking at is actually a famous bar graph and study called the Dunning-Kruger effect. Now you see this bar here, this represents confidence. And often for many YouTubers starting out, they have really high confidence. They are excited. They see the possibility and the potential. They get excited and their confidence is high. But we've got to talk about wisdom. And that's this bar right here. This represents wisdom, and anytime we start something new, we don't really have any experience-based wisdom. And experience is the thing that leads to results. And sadly, this is the starting point, high confidence, yet we don't really have any experience to guide us forward, and this is indeed the Mount Stupid. However, if you keep uploading and you study from the best, you can jumpstart your results really fast. And that brings us to step number 7. So do this. Tell yourself to be subjective with your videos. Tell yourself to see the flaws in your videos. Understand what needs work, and then find someone that's doing a great job, and you want to steal from them. Yep, that's true. You want to steal from those people that are playing the game and doing the thing you want to do just a bit better. Now here's what's up. Whatever you do, don't tell Sonny Lenarduzzi about this little story about how I swiped and stole.
Hello there.
Okay. You see, years ago when I started out, I saw that I needed to deliver more clearly in my videos. That I needed to communicate in a way that connected with the audience I wanted to connect with. And you know who did a really good job of that? Sonny Lenarduzzi. So what I did was I literally took like the first 30 seconds of her video. I took the words she said and I said them myself, and I practiced to be a little smoother, a little more in control, to be really clear with my delivery, and it worked. I know today my delivery is stronger than what it used to be. Now hang on here, we're not talking about stealing outright. We're not trying to be something that we're not. We're talking about taking inspiration from someone who you respect. Kind of like how Prince borrowed from James Brown, P-Funk, Funkadelic. Do you dig? So get inspired by those people that are doing what you want to do and learn from those individuals. When you do that, you're going to really amplify your ability to get those results a lot quicker. Step number 8 is you want to study and appreciate graphic design, especially minimal graphic design. And when I say study, I'm not talking about Photoshop. That's where most YouTubers spend their time. Who cares? You can make really great thumbnails with your phone and a $2 app. What you want to do is appreciate the simple graphic designs that you find in books and movie posters and the branding that's found on food and products for sale. It's all over the place. It's everywhere except on YouTube. The fact of the matter, most thumbnails on YouTube are horrible. Don't ask people that don't have any really measurable results on YouTube or in graphic design how they like your thumbnail, because they don't know. Instead, pay attention to famous movie posters, pay attention to book covers, pay attention to really cool graphic design that's simple and communicates just one clear message. You see, on YouTube, less is more, and all you really want to do is convey one simple idea to the viewer, and the idea is based on why they should click on your thumbnail, why they should watch your video. And when you start to simply appreciate great graphic design, you'll notice it has an impact on your own thumbnails, and it can really make a huge difference. And tip number 9 is you gotta leverage the power of different. And I gotta tell you, this is the thing that so many YouTubers do not do. They don't create something that's very different from their last video. In fact, it's amazing to me. They upload the same videos in the same location with the same backdrop. Now that backdrop is the same, but you know what? I'm getting results. Early, when I started out, I was not getting the results that I wanted, and I changed things. I used to have a white background. It's gone. I used to make a lot of cringy jokes. Most of them are gone. If you're not getting the results that you're after, then make sure you're really changing things up. Take the time and work hard to do something different. And here's the thing, it's really exciting when you do something different. You get one of 2 results. It doesn't work, or it does. And if you keep trying new things, sooner or later you do this. You just have to do one thing that works, and then you have an idea. You're on the path. You've got an idea. You're coursing forward. You're staking your claim, and you've got a path to move forward to get the results that you're after. This one is step number 10. You've got to do this. It's so important. Surround yourself with winners. Hang out with people that believe it can happen. If you start complaining and whining, YouTube is hard. I work so hard on my videos. Sadly, it doesn't matter how hard you work on your videos. What matters is how people respond to your videos. We don't get paid. We don't get results based on the effort. We get results based on what the audience thinks of what we publish. And sadly, if you hang around people that don't believe it's possible, if you hang out with those people that have already given up, sooner or later you might be likely to do that yourself. Because you're going to keep hearing it's like so hard, and YouTube hates small creators. The YouTube algorithm, oh man, it's so hard. The algorithm hates me, man. Why am I talking like Bill Clinton? I don't know. Here's a bonus tip. Nothing is more important than focusing on your next video and striving, always striving to gain the skills and abilities that matter the most. Graphic design for your thumbnails, the ability to edit and clearly communicate on video, your ability to see opportunity on YouTube like that, to be able to leverage the power of keyword phrases. Focus on these things with the aims of always improving, and my friend, you're gonna go far. Now do this, click and watch the video on the screen now. When you do that, you're gonna feed a poodle. I've got 2 poodles. Movie Boys in the Hood can easily allow you to get more Ryan G, and to grow on YouTube, stake your claim and amplify your message. Do that by subscribing. Click on the bell notification. You'll be on your way. Here's what's up. There's really only 2 or 3 reasons why you clicked on this particular video, and by talking about them, it's going to help you understand what you want to do to get the views. Number 1, you know me. You're a subscriber, you've watched my videos, and that's it. You dig what I do, you clicked. But what if you're a non-subscriber? Maybe you've never ever watched my videos, or you've watched a few and you're not sold that they're right for you. Well, you clicked because my title and my thumbnail promise the very thing that you want. And while that may be obvious, there's something happening on a deeper level with the title, with the thumbnail, with the colors I chose, and so much more that resulted in you clicking. It's as simple as that. For example, the last video I published, How to Grow Your YouTube Channel Fast, in 5 days has driven over 27,000 views, which in my space, in my niche, is really fantastic. Now the video, and specifically the thumbnail, stand out like a sore thumb when we look at other similar thumbnails. You see, most of these thumbnails all have the same design element. They all incorporate a face, they all have a bunch of text, again, they all have similar design properties, and so on, all except mine. And that makes my thumbnail stand out. It makes it get attention, and ultimately leads to more viewers clicking. And that's what you did, right? In fact, if you look at this particular thumbnail here, you'll see it's a play on Nick Nimmin style, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. I tell my coaching students to borrow, amateurs borrow, from other successful videos all day long. However, the goal is not to simply copy or steal, but rather to find successful thumbnail designs and use those as a starting point to get a much better result. Your first step when you're crafting your thumbnail and your title is you want to really focus on winning thumbnail designs. You want to study other successful channels. Only pay attention to the channels that are doing a great job, and you can see clearly they have great thumbnail design principles. And if you're unsure what those are, keep watching. I'm going to walk you through. Now this particular video from the Tekken realm is a great example. I borrowed the thumbnail design and made it my own by making just a few small changes along the way. Now if you think that's unfair, well, don't get it twisted. You see, I was inspired by the Tekken realm, who was inspired by PewDiePie, who was also inspired by someone somewhere at some particular point. And as you get started making your own thumbnail, you borrow, and that means you're starting the process out with a winning design. It makes it so much easier to craft an amazing thumbnail. And then in phase 2, you move forward and create your own unique designs. And as mentioned, your goal is to create something really different from everybody else. For example, if you take my How to Grow Your YouTube Channel Fast video, no other YouTuber, to my knowledge, has ever created a thumbnail in this particular style, and it resulted in so many clicks. Here in analytics, I've searched for How to Grow Your YouTube, and notice all the videos that I've published with this particular keyword phrase. Now, we're interested in this one here, which I published on February 14th of 2019. And here you can see the impressions and click-through rate during the first 7 days of this video's release. Notice on day 1, the click-through rate was 3.4%. In case you're new, impressions are simply how often YouTube is showing your video to viewers. And the impression click-through rate is how often viewers click. So here, the viewers clicked 3.6% of the time. However, let's go ahead and check the same metrics for my newer video, this one here. Notice on day 1, the CTR, or click-through ratio, was 6.2%. That's nearly double. In other words, think about this. Seriously, this is really powerful. Twice as many people were clicking. That means so many more views, so much more watch time. In fact, on day 4, the CTR shot back up to 6.2%. Now I should mention, I call this the never seen before video. And the idea is simple. You want to present viewers and subscribers with a video they've never seen before. in their mind, they have to get excited. They have to be like, wow, that seems weird or different, or I've never seen anything like that before in this niche, I gotta watch. And that brings us to our next part. You've gotta identify
resupply successful, a long journey out.
Video when you do this method. Here's what I suggest. You wanna target a keyword phrase that is proven to drive crazy amounts of views. As I was planning out this video, the video you're watching right now, I thought about targeting how to stand out on YouTube. And the only thing you've got to do is simply search YouTube for the phrase you might want to target, and then pay attention to how many views the top videos have driven. We can see here 14,000 views, 30,000 views, and 25,000 views. Now compare that to how to get more views on YouTube. 91,000 views, 628,000 views, and 234,000 views. Obviously, this phrase is the one we should go with. However, if you're a smaller channel, then you're going to want to do this. You're going to want to search for that keyword phrase again, and then you're going to want to see if there are any other keyword phrases that are suggested by YouTube. And we've got all these keywords that begin with the exact keyword phrase that can lead us to so many views. However, they're just a bit longer. 2019, fast, Fortnite, or gaming channel. And it's just that easy. So now you've got your keyword phrase, and you can start crafting and creating a few notes for the video you'll film and publish. And as you can see, I created a bunch of different thumbnails based on
what have you been up to, David?
Would really stand out and win the clip. Now here's something to think about that nobody's talking about. It's not the thumbnail. It's the message the thumbnail creates. Now you want the thumbnail message to be weird, strange, unexpected, or different. And PewDiePie's thumbnail is just that. Just like Matt's thumbnail here. In today's culture, we often think of hamburgers as not being that healthy. And yet, look at the title. The Myth of Bad Food. And that's contrarian, which is a person who rejects a popular
Exams
opinion.
are shit.
Here, the opinion is maybe burgers aren't really so bad. You know, all these video examples, they're really simple and they're clear. And the messaging behind the thumbnails and the titles are really easy to grasp. Just like Apple, just like Nike, just like these street signs. The message is easy to understand by a broad audience. You know, and that reminds me of the great movie Boys in the Hood. The opening scene pans to a stop sign, which creates this amazing message. Stop the gun violence. And it sets the tone for the entire movie. The audience gets it. You want to do the same thing. So I want to give you a few basic tips and ideas about crafting and creating thumbnails. Now, if you're just getting started and you don't have a lot of graphic design skills,
David, do you have to go in every, like, holiday type of thing? So do you have to go in on the Christmas holiday in school?
Images and pictures that you can buy
for, like,
on the web. Now, you can still do
prep
this for free.
For the exams.
It's just about sourcing a great image, and there are plenty of free image sites available online. You see, when you start with a great image, it's so much easier to create a great thumbnail that gets clicked all the time. For example, I went to this image site here, I typed in dogs, and look at these amazing images that would make fantastic thumbnails. Now this next step is super powerful. You've identified the keyword phrase you're going to target. You want to search for that particular phrase and take a screenshot on your phone, on an iPad, on your desktop, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take the thumbnail you make for the video you're working on, and you're simply going to put that on top of another video, just like you're seeing me do right now. So here's the original screenshot of how to get more views on YouTube. And here's the screenshot with my thumbnail, and I feel it's pretty good, but honestly I don't like the red because Dan Lok is using red as well. So what I did, and this is kind of cool, it's another little hack for you or trick. I went to this image site right here, completely free, and I was able to change the red color to a yellow. And this is the result I got. Can you believe that? I mean, literally, I bought the image, and you know, know what? That's how
So I was talking to a guy that had to go in over the Christmas holiday to prep for exams.
This is because I want you to do well. YouTube Masterclass, link in the description.
This is the best emo song ever. Hell yeah, this is on TikTok. I believe this is on TikTok. I'm so addicted to these songs and that.
put a link in the description to a video on the Kicktown YouTube channel where you can enter the prize draw to come this weekend and play these challenges with me. You'll be the first in the world to do it.
So when she says if you're doing it to get caught, just leave. Just leave anyway if you're going to cheat. Like, what's the point? Also, not that it really matters considering the subject matter of this video. This video is 22 minutes long, uncut. Like there's no cuts, no editing, no nothing. The most editing was that little like thumbnail zoom at the start. But there's a bit in the video where she just like loses train of thought or whatever and just sits there for like 30 seconds just saying nothing.
But where is I going? So like I said,
can you just cut that out? What's the point in keeping that clip in? It just made your video even worse.
first of all, keep your goddamn mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Two can keep a secret if one of them is dead, as the old saying goes. And no, you probably can't, or I'm sure you can. You shouldn't kill your mistress. But you also need to zip the lip with your friends, right? Because, like, you think you know your friends, and
It seems like so much effort. Like, who can actually be asked? You can't tell your friends or anyone about it. Then it's just what? Why bother? She's selling it as if it's like working a second job at MI5. What's the point? It's so long. Just go home and play Switch or something instead. Much less effort, nobody gets hurt, and it's probably more fun.
I didn't even tell my husband everything. I never told my husband how old I was. I mean, he figured it out, but like,
What? I mean, that's a pretty vital piece of information to keep from someone, especially your husband. And fellas, if someone gives you a fake age and you find out, run as fast as you can, because that is the red flag of all red flags that you're with a nutter.
that to me is information I don't like to share.
What? Why? I mean, information I don't understand you not wanting to share with your partner would be like a pink coat or something. But your age, that's kind of important.
When you go out with a guy, you don't have to tell him your whole history. You don't have to tell him that, like, you were married or what.
Yeah, you know, you don't have to tell your partner your whole history, but, you know, age is a pretty crucial bit of your history, if not probably the most crucial bit of your history, you know, your birth.
God.
And normally age is one of the first things you learn about someone when you meet them, so I have no idea how you managed to keep that from your partner, or why you would even bother. And even the fact you were married is a pretty big bit of information, and a pretty big bit of your history.
So, you gotta zip the lip. If you confess once, it's gonna make it way harder to keep on cheating, and girl, you probably will. You'll probably cheat.
Yeah, but I mean, I think once people realise you need to basically take it on as a second job to make it work, like maybe I'm just really lazy. But for the 50 millionth time, I just couldn't be arsed. I don't get it. Do you just not have have any other shit to do.
When people cheat, there are shifts. They're on their phone a lot more. They're making like smiley faces. Or establish with whoever it is you're cheating with that there's like hours. So just be like, hey, you know, when I'm home at night, I turn my phone off. Make it up. You're lying to one dude, lie to the other.
Oh yeah, as if they're gonna believe that. Who under the age of 60 ever turns their phone off? Nobody in their right mind is gonna believe that. If you use that as an excuse, they're gonna know something's up. Especially when they iMessage you and it says delivered.
But again, I want you to use this to spot people like this in your life. I don't want you to go out and cheat on people. Because like I said, it splits you into two. It's really hard on yourself.
I mean, you're basically given a tutorial, a whole guidebook on how to do it. Then you just go, oh no, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not advocating it anyway. It's really bad. You shouldn't do it. That's like me going, oh, here's a tutorial on how to sell lots of drugs and not get caught. But don't do it because that's illegal. I'm just showing you to spot the signs of someone who's selling drugs. Like, but then she spends the rest of the video basically saying, oh, don't cheat. You shouldn't do that. That's well bad. It's like, yeah, we know. Alright, anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it there for today's video. I hope you did enjoy. As always, please don't send any hate over to Sha. Can you imagine if this one at even a space left?
Hey guys, and welcome to Skate on Skate Free. Basically, one of us has to set a trick, and the other else has to copy it. Simon, you're the leader, you're going first. You've got to set a trick, and we have to try and copy you.
The thing we didn't think of that was right. I don't actually know none of us know how to do tricks.
Yeah, the lollipop shove it. Already been done. Okay. Okay. Tell us how to do it. Okay.
It's stupid. You should just jump to a front flag and
Go
walk
on,
to
Josh. Oh!
Nobody
yeah,
else
man,
can
it's
do
the lollipop shove it. It was a bit rough. It was a bit rough, but...
I bet I won't do it.
He ain't gonna do
No
it.
pressure.
He hits a side.
Oh!
Bro, wow.
What the fuck just
Take your
happened?
S. Take the S, mate. Take the S.
What just happened? Take the S. I'll take the S for someone. Why am I the leader again?
Follow the leader, follow the leader. Right, set the tricks, come on.
Alright.
Fuck, you hit a pop shove it.
You basically did a shitty pop shove.
Yeah.
I can hit this.
Why am I the leader?
Oh shit.
Oh,
I
no!
crashed into that V, I got an S. But it's here right there, look, come on, bro. And again, look, show pros.
No. Your turn.
Pressure.
Skate 3 is amazing.
Pressure.
Oh!
I know what I did. I made it better. In a bit.
Oh man, stop that.
No, you didn't.
Yep.
Someone else be the leader now.
Why am I still the leader?
Because you're the one winning. Do you not get it?
No.
Is that how it
Wow.
is? Is that how it is?
Yes.
I didn't know it was that way.
No!
Yes.
Okay, but I don't get an S. Right, just now the leader. I don't want to be the leader, to be fair. Oi!
A double
Yes,
kick
mate.
for
Double kick
360.
for 360.
Fuck. Oh, I don't know this.
It tells you.
Yeah, but like.
Go on.
Oh,
Fuck.
Alright, let's see if I can.
What is this game?
I hope it's my turn again, man. That's fun. Alright,
Wait, I'm on scat.
Let's set the tricks more fun.
Why am I on scat?
No! You didn't hit a double.
You didn't do a
Oh!
You didn't do the double.
No, look at the thing. It says the same.
You need to hold it.
No, you didn't do the double.
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 Yes, mate.
Right, Josh.
Alright, go on, Josh. Let's see you try.
Get out, Josh.
Oh!
Are you mad?
Ollie 360.
Ollie 360.
It looked better than Ollie, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Girls happened. There was none Ollie
Imagine me doing
360.
like some mad different trick.
Hey, go on, Ethan.
If I can't fail,
Swag there.
if I can't do this one,
Yeah, you're actually the same.
hey, it says the one with scat.
Oh my god.
Oh! No!
Yeah, it's that little edge, man. That edge fucks you up, I swear. It's the edge.
You're on
my
Scott.
God.
You're on Scott.
That was an Ollie.
Oh.
Wait, that's it. That was it.
Yeah, that was it, man. Come on.
Oh,
think-
thank you.
Fail! Fail!
Keep the 180. Right, okay.
I don't even know. How do you know? Is there any tricks? I don't even know any other tricks. How do you do tricks?
Go. Oh! Oh!
Oh no,
Scat! I do a scat.
I'm a scat.
I'm taking
scat. You're a scat.
If you did this halfway around, surely you would know to stop. Just only 180.
Oh, I realised like halfway around the final one. I did 270 and I realised he's gonna do a trick. So oh, what the fuck?
Pop shove it.
What the fuck? Ethan's about to lose.
Not
He's literally just doing the turns, just literally makes it hard, that's all it is.
Are you mad? Are you actually mad?
Like, Ethan, you said you should at this game.
No, I didn't. I never said that. You said that to me.
Ethan was good at this game, so.
No, you said that to me. No, you said that to me. I said I used to play it.
No.
I might go online and just stop this for a bit and just go and do some heists with some people to make money out of it. I might go and do Overwatch.
Are you mad?
You just didn't roll it.
Yeah, but he didn't land it.
I know, but you just didn't.
Go on, man. Yeah, sort out, mate.
No, you're pagans. You're pagans.
New leader.
Yeah, that's what the leader is. It's Simon. You know, let Simon have a go.
You're meanies. You did all the hard ones and I was there.
Whoa! Okay, we've got a new leader again. Come on. Let's go. Oh!
How's that repeat a trick? No one's done fucking copying yet.
Copying's not actually a trick.
Man trying to copy in midair. Yo.
Wait, Nolly keeps it 180, alright.
I'll say that, you know.
This is just. Mate, this
Can
is
he
so
do it? Can he do it? Oh, the edge!
What?
Oh, trick out of bounds!
I did it, you fucking prick.
Skirt, skirt!
Fuck this game. Skirt, skirt.
Okay, here we go. This is the one. Ready for this?
Yeah. Alright.
Whoa! Alright.
Ollie 180.
Alright, now
My turn! Oh yeah, if I fuck this up as well.
yeah, he's gonna fuck this up. Oh! New leader.
Hey, can I play? Come on.
No, no play for you. Wait, hang on, what are you going to do here?
Ethan, did you actually manage to copy us before?
Yes, what?
Tricked out of bounds? What do you mean out of bounds?
Shame it.
You meant to do it between the arrows, you poo boy.
Yeah, I did.
Just did.
Whoa!
See, no, Simon knows how to do it.
Like, Nolly keep flip 360. That's mad.
You know what? I'm having such a great time to play. Watching my friends play football, okay?
Ah, yes! It's Scat.
Am I out of bounds again? My game's
Josh
broken.
Scat. It's Josh Scat.
I ain't out of bounds.
Scat.
Alright, 2 more tricks. If I can do 2 more tricks. Okay.
My game's broken. It's not cool. I'll play a broken game.
It's fine. That'll do it. You'll win, mate.
Isn't it exactly the same as a kickflip though? It's buttons.
Oh, out of bounds! Oh! Oh!
You did something else, bro.
Alright.
Mine was sick though.
Alright, like a scat.
You're a scat.
Like, how are you doing your flipping on a kickflip? I don't understand.
Alright, if I do this and you fail.
Simon's gonna knock me out. Yeah! Okay, you're right. What do I have to hit here?
Something nice.
I'll swear I'm gonna go to my yacht.
Yes, that works. That works. Come on, hit the Ollie 360, man. It's difficult.
No!
Yes.
Hey, Simon, you did that on purpose, didn't you?
You hit him with
No!
the easy ones.
Why would I do that on
You hit him with the
purpose?
easy ones.
See,
The
that was
easy
meant
ones
to be
stop
right.
people up.
Oh! Gosh, this is my one. Oh
I
my
hit that
god.
with could have been sick.
Oh my god!
No. No. Take easy, please.
Oh!
Fuck up.
Hey.
Oh, yes.
Are you serious?
Everyone's done that trick already, come on. Like, what tricks are there, bro? Seriously.
I don't know any other tricks. Right, that was bad.
It wasn't even anything.
That looks so much better. Right, I don't think we can do this.
Kick it 180, come on.
Fuck!
Oh, you hit the kickflip with the 360.
So, Josh
I am
won.
scat.
There we go.
I am
There we
scat.
go.
Oh, Josh won. Ethan was.
Yeah, mate, look, this
I had such fun watching
Why haven't we shown that replay?
What? This is a sick replay.
Yes.
Look at that.
I had
No,
great
Ethan.
fun watching them.
No, Ethan.
Right, let's try again. Let's try one more. Round numero dos.
Do I actually get to play this time?
You played last
You're the
time.
leader, man. Go on.
Oh, okay. Now Ethan, this is your chance.
Prove your worth.
Oh, that's cool. I just want to say on Simon. That's what I wanted to do.
I don't.
I wanted Simon to take the lead.
get over that gap.
Yeah, I've actually fucked myself here.
What? I don't.
Right.
Wait, so you actually have to get over that.
Just pass lead it back to me, please.
Hello, sir.
Copy that one, bitches.
Alright,
Right, go on, there you go, now you go again.
What?
Flip tricks
Flip
over.
tricks over. What is this? What is
chosen?
This is the same as all of them.
What is this?
Why was that?
Well, you have to get over the thing, man. Look.
Ollie.
Can we fuck you guys over already? Yep.
Are you mad? How is he hitting edges like a waist kid?
A waist skin.
Oh, God.
Wait, no, this description was like going from roof to roof. I thought it'd be like a nice sick gap to hit.
Guys, this one is so shit.
This is so shit.
It wasn't my fault.
I don't think we should do this.
They described it as roof to roof, man. Look, I can do this. Look. Oh.
Exactly. Nah,
sick,
fuck
right,
this one.
right, yeah, I
We're
can
done.
do this.
Next one. Let's try that again. Round 2. The last one didn't count.
Just didn't work that much.
Give me the word.
Hopefully this one's a little bit better.
Oh, okay. Now you get a chance.
Yeah, that looks easy. That looks easy. Go on. That's nice.
Whoa.
Oi, oi.
Pop shove it.
Oi, oi. Come on, boys.
Alright, okay.
Go easy on that here. Come on.
Boys, Skelly. Why are you going there faster than me?
What?
You forgot your ball, bro.
What the fuck?
You're a scud. You're a scud.
Why am I running?
Who was the good?
Yeah, you're a good.
Alright, let's see Josh try. See? See? There's a little ledge.
What the fuck is that?
There's a tiny little
Fucking
ledge.
shit.
No, Ethan's got a little lead. That's why we let Ethan win, just because it's so like, oh man.
Okay. Yeah, okay, here we go.
Right, here we go, lads.
Guys, your leader.
You ready for this?
Hit us with an ollie, go on.
Alright.
Oh!
What the fuck is this?
It's like
You broke yourself.
yeah, bro. Hey, Josh, shut. Get in line.